Hey there, Clashers, and welcome back. Let's talk about the spring update and why it's an important one. So at this point, it's safe to assume that Clash of Clans will have a springtime update according to Supercell's update schedule. And at this point, we know it tends to fall late March or early to mid-April. This year seems like it's going to be more in the April time frame, especially since we're getting towards the end of March already and we haven't had any sneak peeks yet. But we are going to have to kind of wait and see. Also, this spring update does seem like a pretty important one for a couple of reasons. And the first reason being that we haven't had a decent sized update in a little while. Not since the last summer update, which was essentially the second half of the Town Hall 14 release. The last fall update and the last winter update were both very small updates. And as a result of that, basically in my community and in my clans, I've been seeing people stepping back from the game, taking a break, because things have gotten a little bit boring for some people, mainly maxed out people at this point. So we definitely need a sizable update that's going to liven things up a bit and bring those people back into the game. The second reason is kind of related to the first reason, and it's that Darian has told us that the Clash team has been working on a big new feature for the game. I guess it's going to be something massive. Darian also said that they'd planned to release this for the winter update last year, but it wasn't quite ready. So it seems like that update would be coming out in this spring. Of course, that's assuming that it's still going to be ready on time. If not, we can probably expect another small update, but I think that's not something that anybody wants to do, including the Clash team that are working on things. Also, something interesting I have noticed is I've seen people in various spots on Twitter and in Discord saying that the spring update's not going to be a big one, it's never big, and that's kind of silly considering just last spring we had Town Hall 14 drop. That was a pretty big update. So springtime is definitely a time where we can see big updates. I've also seen certain people and even some YouTubers claiming that Supercell's new big feature is going to be a third village, and some have even gone so far as to say third village confirmed, which is nonsense. But looking back at the launch of Builder Base and its lack of popularity since then, I would be extremely surprised if Supercell used the resources to try and do a third village, because I think it's pretty agreeable that the Builder Base just didn't hit the way that anybody wanted it to. But of course, there's obviously a chance that I'm wrong. There's a chance it will be a third village, but nobody outside of Supercell knows what this big feature is yet. And anyone outside of this official Supercell creators putting new third village confirmed or anything confirmed before Supercell actually confirms it, they're just, clickbaiting for views, so don't believe any of that. Just wait for official word from either Supercell or Supercell creators. So finally, while I'm not sure what this new feature could be, one thing that I think would be neat and would be a great addition to the game is like an in-game 5v5 system where we can search for random opponents like we do for regular wars at the moment, but this would be like a quick war, so a quick esports style war, 5-minute prep, 45-minute battle day, one attack per person kind of thing. I think would be really nice, and then that way we can do these style of wars without having to use the friendly war option and going into Discord or Twitter or wherever we have to go to actually find these matches. And then with this implemented in the game, maybe they could even use a in-game tournament system or a leaderboard for clans that are doing these quick format wars, which these wars don't even necessarily need to do any loot or XP, because that's the first thing that people are going to try and take advantage of if that's a part of it. So it can still be like friendly wars in the way that it doesn't give any clan XP or any loot. I would be fine with that. I think most people doing this are going to be max or close to max anyway. And if you want to do wars for loot, just go back and do a regular war. But honestly, I think the best way of getting loot anyway is just keep up with your farming. Another thing I would like to see in the spring update, and it's not necessarily related to whatever this big feature is, but I do think we need something shaken up in the meta. We definitely need new stuff going for ground armies in particular. We don't see a whole lot of viable stuff for ground armies, and most of what is viable at the moment is just smash attacks. We do see the occasional hybrid, well, we do see quite a bit of hybrid, not as successful as it has been in the past, and we do see the occasional Hall Raider attack, which is very cool to see. I still think the Hall Raiders need a little bit of a buff just to give them a tiny bit more push for less serious Hog Rider attackers to be able to use them at least somewhat effectively. They don't need to have a huge success rate, but a tiny bit better would be good, I think. But that's all I've got as far as the spring update is concerned. Let me know what you guys think about that. What are some things you would like to see in this spring update? We still haven't heard anything yet, no sneak peeks. I'm not even sure if the creators know anything. Of course, if they did, they can't tell us. But last I heard, they're still able to speculate, because when they don't know anything, they're allowed to speculate and talk about it. But again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and if you want to see some OP Clash content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate the support. Thank you guys for watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you all next time.